When I was little, I was incredibly timid and couldn't sleep alone, so I often ran to sleep with my mother. To try and build my courage and get me used to sleeping by myself, my mother opened a door in the wall between our two rooms. This way, when I lay in bed, I could look directly at her bed and wouldn't be so afraid. Eventually, I reached high school and had long since stopped being scared of sleeping alone, but that doorway remained open. One night, I wasn't very sleepy and couldn't fall asleep, so I grabbed my MP3 player, put on my headphones, and lay on the bed listening to music. As I restlessly turned over, I suddenly saw a person on my mother's bed. I froze. That person was standing on tiptoes right on top of my mother, yet she didn't seem to feel a thing, sleeping deeply. Although the light wasn't on, I slowly lifted my head to scrutinize it. There was no mistake. It was absolutely a person standing on my mother. What exactly did it want? I had never seen anything so bizarre in my life. I wanted to look away and turn my head, but I discovered my body wouldn't obey. I was paralyzed. I tried to shout and wake my mother, but I couldn't even open my mouth. I couldn't even hear the music in my headphones anymore. My body was frozen, and I couldn't tear my gaze away from that figure. I watched its mouth stretch uncontrollably towards both sides, growing larger and larger until it ripped back to its ears, revealing a bloody, raw interior. I couldn't let it continue. I knew I had to wake my mother, so I gathered all my courage to overcome the paralyzing fear and desperately tried to scream. Finally, a sound tore from my throat. But the instant my mother woke up, the figure vanished like a puff of smoke. Seeing me hysterically screaming, my mother, confused, rushed into my room and held me, believing I had just had a nightmare. I didn't know how to explain what I saw, so I just clung to her and cried. After finally calming down, I decided to put my headphones back on and try to listen to music to sleep. But the music files on my MP3 player had inexplicably and accidentally vanished. How could this be? Just gone for no reason. Could the files automatically delete themselves? I had over 300 songs loaded on it. The successive strange occurrences made it impossible for me to sleep again. I just sat on the bed until the next morning. Even when daylight came, I remained terrified and unsettled. In the end, I decided to smash that broken MP3 player.